outside with the girlfriend to go like stuff like man, that's sick shit, man. Like that's like I don't know how motherfuckers let them bitches let them do that to them.
Yeah, because they believe anything a woman said, and a woman's always wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
A woman's always wrong.
Can't even change their own tires.
I got this girl. I said, "Hey, do your mechanics know to change your blinker fluid?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, check. I paid for that." And then I started laughing at her. I go, and then we all told her, "Look, there ain't no blinker fluid." But she was serious. She was dead serious. Oh, I paid for all that.
She wanted to sound stupid, even though she did sound stupid. Stupid though. Instead of saying blinker fluid, what's that? She's like, yeah, and she didn't say, well, I paid for it. So how the fuck did you pay for that?
She'd be like, "Yeah, I think so." It's on the receipt.
Yeah. Goes to show how dumb these women are, though, man.
Dumb, baby.
Yeah.
Like dumb. Like they'd rather have you lie to them than tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Here I am telling these girls the truth. That we're lucky I can have these wives. I can have these husbands. No. They're like, no. And then this girl, the same girl, she was like, I said, no one woman can take care of one man. And then she's like, that's because you're not a real man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they're gonna say some shit like that.
And I started laughing. Because that shit is hilarious.
It's crazy though, you know what I mean?
It just doesn't make sense, man.
Because they think it's still about them, you know? They still think it's about them though, that they come first.
Why?
So you wouldn't jump in front of the bullet for me though?
They wouldn't even give me a cup of coffee.
Exactly though.
That for reals. Like she brought this one guy a cup of coffee, and I was like, "What the fuck? What about me? We're having so much fun."
Yeah.
But no, not me. Because I want to have fun.
Can you read that one again?
Deuteronomy 33:24. And of Asher he said, let Asher be blessed with children, let him be acceptable to his brethren, let him give his foot in oil.
Dip his foot in oil, right? Hey, Venezuela, right there next to Saudi Arabia, extort the oil. Yeah. So dip the foot in oil, though. That's talking about the extortion that Venezuela, which is Trump, actually, that they extort a bunch of oil, you know. And that brother, when he's talking about the brethren, he's talking about like the brethren where this guy's like real sauce technology though, that he's a GMO baby though, you know. But that foot in the oil, that's talking about the oil though, because Venezuela is known to export, hey, Venezuela has a lot of minerals out there, man.
Yeah, Venezuela refines the oil for Chevron.
Yeah, and Chevron, everyone goes to Chevron because that's the best gas, right?
And you don't want to put cheap gas because you'll get less gas mileage. You go to Chevron, you get the most gas mileage.
You gotta pay a little bit more, but still, and then you're doing good too. You won't fuck up your fuel pump.
Yeah, and then you're driving good on distance.
Yeah. People complain about that shit, you know?
So he's dipping his foot.
Yeah. So that's the thing. People don't fucking even know that, you know?
And I was watching Apostle Sahara do a video, and I came to realize, man, that's why we give these men double honors. Because they're breaking shit down on a scientific level.
Yeah. Like analyzing it, you know?
Man, it's like Holmes, Sherlock Holmes.
Oh yeah.
Man, you can't get nothing by on the apostles.
They don't let anything. They give you the whole. They'll fill you up. You know what I mean? They fill you up.
Sometimes you gotta pause their videos.
To go back. Yeah, to go back to what?
Yeah, to be taking notes, trying to get this one thing down, and then it says another thing off the top of his head, and you're like, what the hell? I gotta take notes on that one too.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense, and you have to get it. You have to understand it.
Yeah. That's true. So this thing about Venezuela, right, has the potential to be the oil powerhouse of the world. More than 303 billion barrels of proven oil reserves. While the recovery barrels from the Abrico oil belt are estimated another 500 billion barrels. But 303 billion barrels, though. That's fucking a lot, man. And then Venezuela's not a big country either, though. It's small, you know?
They got those resources, and it's not the size of your country. It's what you got. And there's war between Ukraine and Russia. Russia provides oil too, but if you shut down Russia, guess who's making more oil exchange and money? Venezuela's carrying on.
They're gonna be out there good, you know? And that's our people out there, you know?
And that's why Russia and Venezuela have ties together. They're not missing out on money.
They're happy. They're happy that this is going on.
Like everybody knows, they're in the back of the scenes. Look, they're still gonna make money. We just gotta play this out.
Yeah. Because all these war shit, man, it's all about money, though, man. Think about it, it's all. No, it's not think about it. It is, though, man. It's about making money, though. But people don't see it like, oh, this shit happening because of this and that, though. Hey, man, they're not broadcasting the war no more like how they used to, like a month ago. It sucks. Now it's all about the shootings now. Making you fucking forget. Making you desensitized, though, man. Making you used to this shit.
They're making you worry about something new every fucking day.
Yeah. That's their job, though, you know?
And since you worry about something crazy and that doesn't matter to you, you can't focus on the beautiful truth.
Yeah.
On the simple truth.
People are worried about getting monkeypox right now.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like another something new every day.
Something new every day. And the
If you,
the closer we get to the end, it's gonna be something new. Something new is gonna come out. Monkeypox ain't even that fucking new.
man, they sell a picture of that shit next to a Chico, it's the same shit. I seen a picture next to that shit next to Chico, it's the same shit. It's no different though.
It's crazy.
So that's what I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? They fucking distract you though, man. They're actually distracting you from this truth, first and foremost though.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's their job though, you know? But that's the thing about it, man. Every time, like last month, it was all about the war and this and that. Now this shit going on and shit though. They put that shit out there so they can happen another shit could happen somewhere else and shit. But which is crazy though, man. But that's Esau's job though, man.
Trying to overload your senses.
Because you know, this Jake I used to go to school with, right? I seen him walk. I didn't recognize him because he put on weight, so I seen him, and he's like, "Oh, hey, you know, I haven't seen you in a while." I'm like, "Yeah, I know," because this man, a year ago, his kids died in a car crash and burned alive. You could read. I might make this up. You could read. They died right there by the Avenue, that road. There's 3 on New Year's Eve. So this man, you know, I was like, this guy was known to, you know, pop bars and you know, smoke and do that whole meth shit, you know. And when I seen him, you know, you would think that, oh man, this guy's gonna be harder because his kids died, right? Now I seen him, I was like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, man, you know, I guess he said he started like the rehab thing and such though. I was like, what the hell? I was like, oh shit. But I'm just getting to my point. It's like the Most High, man, he could make these bombs go up, man. Like it's the works of the Most High, though. You know, even though he's doing things of the world, when he's doing this shit, though, man, I was just shocked, like, damn, like, you would, you know, like, I was just thinking, like, man, the Most High, like, the power of the Most High, though, like, how can you just flip from one thing to a better thing, though, you know? Because that guy could have easily just went to the streets and, you know what I mean? Kids died gruesome harder. Yeah. But I was just thinking, like, man, this guy, you know what I mean? He's doing better, though, but I'm just saying, because, I mean, he's the the world, but I just, like, the power of the Most High, like, how you can just, you know what I mean?
Change your mind.
Like that, yeah. That's can you get that with the message?
Thy shoes shall be iron and brass, and as thy days, so shall thy strength be.
Gone. In Peru, right? Peru is known to have copper and zinc. Copper and zinc makes what? Brass. So Peru is from the tribe of Asher. So without the zinc, a lot of zinc comes out of Peru though. You need that to make that brass.
And copper is what we use in all these houses for the plumbing, for the water heater to send the hot water to your thing.
Yep. That copper it's needed though. It's like it's needed. They used to have that on the even for the air brakes for the semis. Though people started stealing those shit, selling them. You know the copper.
Copper cylinders.
Yeah. They still have it for the air. You know.
Yeah, people are smart, but zinc is also important.
Yeah.
It's what men need. It's what we use to, you know.
Yeah.
It's what our body takes out of our body to do that. You know.
You know, it's spiritual too because you know, like even the minerals of zinc. You know how brothers be wearing them stones too, man. Like it's like, you know, that's why the stones. You know, you see brothers with like stones though because it's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. I was watching Sonic the Hedgehog Part 2, and then the guy, what's that guy, Knuckles? He was looking for the emerald, the green one, because that one was gonna give him the power. So when at the end of the movie, what's his name? Sonic got the fulfillment, I believe. believe if all the stones, he turned to gold and he was able to fly. And then he fucked up Eggman. Bro, I was watching it with my son though, but I'm just saying like the stones, man, they represent something. You know?
They're good. They're bad too.
Oh yeah, gun. So that's why I'm saying like the stones, man, they're real important though, because like I said, man, it's spiritual. And the emerald, you know, it looked beautiful, man. It was green and like, and it was like, man, that's nice. But that guy Knuckles came from another dimension to get that. You know, he came to Earth though to get that though. You know what I mean? So when Sonic got it, the stones, he turned to gold, man, and he was able to. He fucked up that guy Eggman fast. You know, but like I said, a lot of minerals come from Peru though. You know, so that's what it means though, man. So so anyways, no, too though, Asher, right? Trump Asher, and it's like what I said, yeah. Hey, they have the best soccer players in the world. They have the best soccer players in the world, man. They're known. I got a list of these players, right? Yup, the first one. Brazil. Hey, I'll say he's the best, man.
He scored a goal from half court, baby.
yeah. You seen the way he kicked the ball, like the way he looked. Yeah.
And it's like that guy couldn't even stop, the goalkeeper couldn't even.
It just kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was playing when it was black and white, the TV, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Pelé, first, like me personally, I say that's the best soccer player, man. And he's from he's from Brazil, you know. And then there's he's from Chile, Marcos Madonna, and he was always going against Pelé too. Yeah, Marcos, the Argentinian.
Bad.
Yeah, he's a bad sucker too, though, you know.
Hey, these girls are not passing by. See what we're doing. They're checking us out.
Yeah, that's his spirit.
That's okay though, man. See, y'all checking me out.
Yeah.
You didn't get to.
Yeah, you're gonna probably get the whole book. You're gonna get popular too.
Hey, that's the spirit though.
Yeah.
Because he's making a video about women being happy by having babies and the natural way things are.
Yeah. And then that woman pulled up too, you know.
And another. See, I like him kind of chunky like that.
Got some meat on the bones, you know.
Well, actually, Jake likes all of them. We like all of them.
So quality, they don't mention, you know.
Like dirty messages that even ugly women look pretty too.
yeah.
Because to me, you're pretty anyway, baby.
Yeah. That's fine. And the other one is Neymar. Neymar's a badass fucking soccer. He's from Brazil too. I like watching him though, man. He's a badass soccer player.
Oh, and if you see them do the style, like they dribble.
Yeah.
They're bad, dude. They do some bad stuff.
I've seen which is he's on the list too. Ronaldinho, that kind of ugly one, the long hair. He kicked the ball and hit the top post, and he did that shit like 5 times. Boom, back to back, boom, back to back, and he was far too though. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. And I think it was Ronaldinho or Ronaldo, which is on the list too. Ronaldo. You know? So I remember 20 years ago, man, when they were playing against Mexico in the World Cup though, and they actually Brazil won though, but they were giving Mexico, they were back to back right there, man, giving a run for their money though. But I remember like 20 years ago, man. I remember as a kid I was watching that World Cup shit, man, for FIFA. And man, those fucking Brazilian, Trap Asher, those motherfuckers bad though, man.
And if you put these tribes that are not Brazilian, give them a soccer ball, you see a whole bunch of motherfuckers like that.
Yeah.
Only one soccer ball.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
Man, I was that kid. I was playing soccer with boots, and it didn't matter. You had soccer ball, I didn't even play.
I was playing barefooted, it felt lighter, I was like fast,
And that's what we used to do when we were back in those Aztec days. We used to play in those courts.
Oh yeah.
With those hips, like
boom, and that little
basketball thing.
Yeah.
But we would give up each other's. The losing team would get decapitated.
Oh yeah, so it was life or death.
Yeah, that shit is.
Hey, Jake, we be playing like that life or death too, right? Yeah.
like in the Last Dragon, it was all. Yeah, so brother, this is how you play craps. And then it was hopscotch. You gotta trust me because everybody likes to do what Jake does.
Yeah.
Everybody follows Jake.
Yeah, you see, Jake. Jake. I be a group with Jakes, and we'll be tracking people like, what these Jakes doing over
like
here?
what we're doing. Everybody just coming over here.
Yeah. And people, and now you mention the people that are actually looking over here as they're passing by.
Because one day
Gravity
they're gonna
counting
stop.
them.
One day they're gonna stop.
Yeah, yeah. Because remember, we come out the same time, so it's the same people
Same
that come out of work.
Same people.
Like, you know, they argue with that. What happened with that girl? You know, like, I don't see you guys.
All the time.
It's okay.
So what's gonna happen when you don't see us?
Exactly. So it's a sign, though. You know, it's a sign, though. And this last one's Casemiro. He's from Brazil. He's good. And then it's Messi. A lot of people like Messi, though. Messi's from Argentina, though. Messi, that motherfucker gets paid more than LeBron James. Just picture that. Yep. Soccer players get paid more than these basketball players here in America. You know. So imagine that. Messi, you know, LeBron James is a badass basketball player, right? But you got this person, Messi, though, gets paid way more than him. Goes to show you, though, man. And the World Cup, right? The World Cup is like the Olympics. You know, each country plays against each other, though. And guess who won the most World Cups? Brazil. Type of asterisk. 5. Hey, it ain't easy winning them cups, though, man. And I remember 20 years ago, they actually won the World Cup. I remember I was watching that, though. I was a kid, though. I was like, yeah, these motherfuckers deserve it, you know? Because I was on the I was going from Mexico, but I was like, yeah, these deserve that.
There's like 200 teams playing.
Yeah, because it's all the countries.
The whole world.
Yeah. And then the most they won was for the tribe of Asher, though, man. They won 5 World Cups, though. No one has, they won one, but at least won 1, 2, maybe 2. Germany, I believe, and I forgot who else won 2, though. Chile actually won some too. But Chile is, you know, still from the tribe, though. So
that's the hardest cup to get.
Oh yeah. Hey, you got these motherfucking other countries and shit. Also Europe, them motherfuckers are pretty bad too in Europe, you know? Hey, the people from the kids from Europe recruit for the type of athletes to go play with them, and they get them for money, you know? They're like, we'll pay you this much to go play on some which is Barcelona and Madrid and all them, you know, countries out there though. They have these from these tribes though come to play for them though, because they know they're gonna get the wins. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's the end of my lesson, though. You know, I just want to speak upon the tribe of Asher, though. You know, he's one of our brothers, too, you know? With that, you know, hopefully you guys can. Oh, it's fine.
So with that, I want to talk about who are the strangers in the Bible. And it's a real simple lesson. So we'll start at Isaiah 14 and 1.
Isaiah 14 and 1. For Yahweh Shem Yahushai will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
So right here is saying that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to set Jacob in their own land, you know, and Jacob are the Israelites. And it says when they set them in their own land, it says, and the strangers shall be joined with them. Now, some people say that the strangers are the other nations, and that they're going to be joined with the Israelites. But when you go to the definition for strangers, right here, it's 8:16, and its definition is ger.
Because Moses' son was Gershon. So in Isaiah 14 and 1, it said, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. So that's northern tribe and southern tribe.
Yeah, because when you get the definition for ger, it's strangers, and it's ger, and it's foreigners in Israel. Foreigners in Israel. That means that you were once an Israelite, you know, but the Israelites, they just left the land and they left the law of the Israelites. The law that the Israelites are supposed to follow, they didn't follow it no more. So now they're called strangers.
Like we were strangers at one point, right?
We didn't know.
They're still an Israelite, but they don't know. They don't know any better. So we'll go to Exodus 2:19.
Exodus 2:19. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherd, and also drew water enough for us and watered the flock.
So right here, they said an Egyptian delivered us out, but this was Moses, and they were calling him Egyptian just because he was born in Egypt, right? So that's why they said an Egyptian delivered us out, but really it was Moses. So keep going.
20. He said unto his daughters, where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him that he may eat bread.
The father, he wanted to pay him because what he did to the daughters. He helped the daughters.
Well, that was in the movie Exodus, Gods and Kings. It showed that part vividly where the shepherds were bringing their goats, and then Moses' wife and her sisters were feeding their flock, and they scared their flock away. And then that's why it said, and they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherd.
So Moses saved them.
Yeah.
Keep going.
And Moses was content to dwell with the man who gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter.
So Moses, he had sex with Zechariah, and keep going.
And she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land.
So, yeah, look at that guy. He's a stranger right now. He's the only one riding a damn bike in the middle of the fucking...
Yeah, so Moses' son was named Gershom. And when you go into the definition for Gershom, it says a stranger. So Gershom, his name was just stranger. So like, if somebody said, "Who's that?" Oh, that's stranger. That was his name.
We have basic. We have basic.
I remember when I was in Oregon, I spent a summer with my cousins. There's a lady, she called her dog Solovino. And we were like, we didn't get it, we're kids, right? And then later on we got it, it's Solovino. That's his name, Solovino. Like he came by himself. Like his name was Solovino. Like we were even calling him Solovino, but we didn't get it,
Yeah.
But that's, what I mean? That's Jake, it's Jake.
Yeah.
And there's something that's lost in the language translation. Like it says in Preacher, Book of the Preacher, Sirach, for the opening, the very first page, it'll tell you what work they did and how hard it is to translate and how much it loses power.
Yeah. So Moses' son, he was an Israelite, but he was a stranger in a strange land. So, for example, if I have a really close relative and I haven't seen him in a while, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, stranger, where you been at, stranger?" That's what it means. Or like, you see somebody walk into a bar and he says, "Howdy, stranger," that means you don't know who you are. You don't know who he is.
And the opposite would be Cheers. You remember watching Cheers? When Norm would walk into the bar, "Hey, Norm," everybody would know his name. Like that song. Yeah, everybody knows your name. Hey, the angels know our name. And the angels are cold-blooded. You'd be like, Paul I know, Peter I know, but who the fuck is you? Cold, man, cold. So just, he named his son Gershom. So stranger.
Every time you see that definition for stranger, it's ger. You know, when it says ger, that means it's a foreign Israelite foreigner.
Hey, that's great because there's the moms, they name their kids Ger. No matter if it's a boy or a girl, Ger. I had a homie named Ger. His brother name was T. And they had a sister named Ger.
So we go to Deuteronomy 31:16.
This is Deuteronomy 31:16.
First get Exodus 22:21.
Jumping the gun over here, excited. That's just me, that's just how I am.
I skip.
Exodus 22:21. Thou shalt never vex a stranger nor oppress him, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt.
So it says, thou shalt neither vex a stranger. So is it talking about one of our own, the Ger, or is it talking about the other nations? You know. So when you get the definition for this one, it's the same one. It's Ger. You know. So people think, don't vex a stranger. You know, don't vex a Edomite. You know.
Yeah. Don't vex a guy coming at you with a knife. Don't vex him.
Let him cut you.
That's what fucking Christian we're talking about.
It says, because we were strangers in their land. You know.
Yeah, in their land. That was,
It's the same way now we're strangers in their land. You know, again. But it's talking about the Israelite foreigners. You know, don't hide the truth from them. You know, let them know that they're Israelites.
And you can't hide the truth from an Israelite. They'll think for themselves. It's the right thing to do. Deuteronomy 31:16. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto Moses, Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up and go whoring after the gods of the strangers of the land, whither they go to be among them, and will forsake me, and break my covenant which I have made with them.
Now Yahweh Shem Yahushai is telling Moses that you're going to die soon. So after you die, there's going to be a people rising up, you know, and they're going to go whoring after the gods of the strangers of the land. Now right here, you get the strangers in this definition, it's different. It says Nakar, and it only says alien, foreigner, and that's it. It don't say anything about foreigner of Israel, you know. So that is speaking about the heathens.
we call it Mexicans aliens. You know what I mean? I know they don't call it Canadians and Captain Canada aliens. So everything's Bible. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's the gods of the strangers of the land. Just like here, there's strange gods here.
And this is a strange place because that's the second truck we've seen, but different drivers making a delivery to the same place.
Yeah.
So you got your shit all fucked up.
You know, yeah, like Nick's come. You know, no matter what though, like even with that Española, with the Levi and the Dominican Republic, the Levi and the Haitians, man, they drove those motherfuckers out of there. I believe they're the French though. They drove those motherfuckers out of there.
Those Haitians are
They're fucking ruthless. So you know, they tried to. I think it was in the 1800s, I believe so.
Yeah.
The Española, yeah, and they fucking kicked their ass and kicked them the fuck out. You know, but that's, you know what I'm saying. But that's us Israelites. So yeah, they take us down though. But eventually we come back, even if it ain't like the physical war though, but it's either the sports, the women, even making the business, making money, we'll always come up no matter what. People bring us to the bottom though, but somehow we'll make what? Hey, Messi, well I was talking about Messi, he's making more than your average Edomite though. So he's motherfucking, spick right here making more money than you. they hate that shit, you know.
And that's why they keep us down.
Yeah. Keep us while we're down.
Read that one again.
Deuteronomy 31 and 16. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai said unto Moses, Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up and go a whoring after the gods of the strangers of the land, whither they go to be among them, and will forsake me and break my covenant which I have made with them.
So our people, the Israelites, are gonna go whoring after strange gods, after the heathens' gods.
Jeremiah 17:4. And though even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever, because that was our punishment for fucking up. In other words, look what happened after Joshua died. What our people were doing in the land of Canaan, you know, well, before it was called, Israel Canaan.
And that's why the Lord told him, look, you're gonna die. And when you die, this is going to happen. And that's why the scriptures always, and Joshua said, and they feared him like they feared Moses. They feared Joshua like they feared Moses. So when the fear goes away, it's time to act bad for these people, right? People, man. That's how you're going to get your ass whipped. Look, we love you, but you ain't get fucking killed. And that's the reason why it's when we're talking to people, it's okay for them to act up and crazy and say shit like that. Like that lady that said all that stuff about me. It's okay. Because when I get her in the kingdom, she's going to be like this. What can I do for you today, Lord? I swear. And that's going to be like the day I'm going to be like, why don't you go make me some tortillas? And then I'm going to be.
You're going to make him make 100 tortillas?
Yeah. 144 tortillas.
We go to Leviticus 19 and 33.
And that's the best part about the kingdom is everybody's going to be in their right mind.
On accord.
We're not going to be fucking hungry. Like what I mean by that is, like when we go home, like everybody's hungry. Like we'll be eating, like the brother said, GMO foods, but we'll still be hungry. We're going to have the good food, all the nutrients in it.
Yeah, like for example, Chinese food, and stuff you up though, but you still feel hungry. It's like, like you see those motherfuckers don't even eat their own food they serve. They be eating the veggies and all that shit though, but they be serving you the shit that they don't even eat though, you know?
They have something called the vegetarian chow mein. Oh man, but they give you so much of it. I eat all of it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
It's vegetables in it, but I'd rather eat that than the meat.
Yeah, because they don't even eat that shit though, man. Because you notice that they're not fat. All these fucking Asian restaurants you go to, man, they're not. You don't get approached by big ass fucking. They're all skinny and like better health than these average fucking Americans right here, you know? Because they know what's sweet, but they're just serving you the fucking ass. They're licking up the sores of our people, man.
That's right. Leviticus 19 and what?
19 and 33.
Leviticus 19 and 33. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, you shall not vex him.
So here's another stranger, and you have to be careful because this one, it says if a stranger sojourn with you, meaning like if like you're going on a trip or something, and then somehow he tags along, like the time when in Egypt when we escaped Egypt. There was some heathens that escaped with us. They tried to get in with the crowd. Keep going, next verse.
But the strangers that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself, for ye were strangers in the land of Egypt, for he is Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power.
So you think it's the other nations, but these strangers are Israelites.
We gotta love them, baby.
It's the same definition, ger.
So what that means is we're over here prophesying, preaching. What if a so-called kingdom man comes up here? Oh, I love you so much. You guys are doing the right thing.
As long as he's saying the right thing.
But you know some like I don't want to say no names over the camp. They'll be like, you're a heathen.